Jackson Radio Show.
What's up, everybody? Kevin Jackson here. I'd like to talk about poverty, if we could, for just a bit. And, you know, I told you guys, pardon me, a while back, I wanted to go to these theme shows because I think that theming the show gives you it gives it more balance in terms of what we're finding in the political nature of things. And so, you know, the Bible says there will be wars and rumors of wars, and we think about wars and we think, you know, guys shooting at each other, atomic bombs and things like that. But there are many other wars that are being waged against you all the time. Right now, there's a war being waged in America. It's a silent war. It was a silent coup attempted of Donald Trump. A silent coup. A war, conservative versus leftist, call them whatever you want. Righteousness versus evil. That's what it was really about. It's a war. The war that an organization that we're supposed to trust because they work for us and they're supposed to be bipartisan, nonpartisan, in fact, called the FBI, and they thwart it to go to war with you, the citizen, who duly, freely elected a president of the United States against all odds, and you're at war. We are the ones who we're the poor people. And the rich people are the people that are in charge. The Hillary Clintons, the Barack Obamas, the James Comeys, all these guys. They deal in numbers you and I don't even understand. These guys give each other $10, $20, $50, $100,000. They go to $35,000 a person dinners in order to get each other elected. And that's life-changing money for many of us. It's just crazy how this works out. Jean-Paul Sartre said, when rich people fight wars with one another, poor people are the ones to die. When he made that comment, people thought, that's so true. You know, it's not my kid's the one that had to go fight in Vietnam or whatever else is what old people say. My kid fought in World War. I fought in World War II for some rich man to stay back here and all that. The war is being fought right now. And the poor people are the ones dying. Hillary Clinton didn't die in this war she's been fighting. Haitians died. People that trusted Hillary Clinton in her dream. Barack Obama didn't lose a war. He became filthy rich in it. But you know who suffered? Black folks suffered mightily under him. Poor people that trusted him, that wanted to believe in the American dream, that he was going to bring it back. He brought nothing back. Barack Obama brought oppression. Oppression to poor people. Forget ideological battles here. We're talking about a president who said to more than half the people in this country, I don't give a crap what you think. You're going to get Obamacare. You're going to get guns running to Mexico. I'm going to kill the veterans at the VA. I'm going to persecute conservative groups who would dare want to get a 501c4 C3 standing. I'm going to kill State Department people, and you know what? You're not going to do anything. You have no say in what I do. If I want to ship $400 million to Iran and add another $1.3 billion on top of that and give you an excuse for it, you will take it. Who do you think suffers as Barack Obama has allowed the spread of terror around the country, encouraged it around the world? He's encouraged it. Who suffers? Hillary Clinton, she's suffering. She's cutting deals with Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, all these major countries who are cutting deals with corporations, and she's getting benefit. She's putting our national security at risk, giving control of uranium to our mortal enemy and accusing the other guy of doing it. When rich people fight wars with one another, poor people are the ones to die. You know, we think about rich and poor. We get these dividing lines. And it's funny to me. The government will tell you this. They say things like, if you make over $70,000 a year, you're no more happy. That's the magic number. You think any of them would be happy with that number? The answer is no. What they're telling you is you can have no more joy in being a millionaire or a billionaire than you can have at $70,000 a year. So what they're saying in effect, folks, is don't measure yourself by the amount of money you make. Well, isn't that something you would say to yourself? Let me ask you this. I'll ask the question a different way. Do you believe that if somebody has more money than you, that they are a better human being than you? I would venture to say every single one of us said no. In fact, you know many people that have more money than you that you go, that's a fool right there. He's got the money because he got it from his parents, or or it's, illicit, or maybe he got it, through some luck of the draw or however it occurred. But you still look at him and go, I wouldn't trade for his life or her life. Would you want to be Hillary Clinton? She's got over $100 million in the bank. I ask you, ladies, listening to this program, would you want to be Hillary Clinton? Okay, guys, you ready? Would you want to be Bill? I don't think so. Money is not the measure of us, right? It's not supposed to be. There's a saying, poor is the man who does not know his own intrinsic worth and tends to measure everything by relative value. A man of financial wealth who values himself by his financial net worth is poorer than a poor man who values himself by his intrinsic self-worth. So in other words, poverty does not make you a man or not. It doesn't mean you are a failure as a man because you may happen to not make as much money as your buddy. Isn't that a good thing to teach? So if that's the case, why do we spend so much time worrying about the poor? Worrying about how much money they have? Why doesn't the government focus on building the self-worth within the poor so they can say, you know what, I may not have as much money as somebody, but I'm having an amazing life? Why is it they seem fixated on evening out the money? Is it just because, oh, you know what, this will be more fair? And you know what's funny about this? Everybody who talks about evening out the money is filthy rich. Are they really looking to even out the money? Do you believe Hillary Clinton really wants to say, I'm going to even this money out? Because when she said to America, to the world, when Bill and I left the White House, we were broke. They aren't anymore. So she evened it out, and now they've gone from being worth, I don't know, $500,000, $250,000, $1 million to hundreds of millions of dollars. So she fixed it. Did she fix it for everybody else? Barack Obama wasn't worth more than $5 million when he entered the White House. He's worth probably close to $100 million now. He gets $400,000 a speech. I don't know where they're asking him to speak anymore. Haven't seen very much of that. Interesting point that it seems like it may be drying up. But his book deal was supposedly the largest book deal in history. I'm sure there are people out there that still love the man. His benefactors, I don't really know. But I'll tell you this, he got pretty doggone rich, but I don't think that girl who says she's going to get all her bills paid, I don't think she's doing as well. I'm just curious. See, there's something about poverty. I tell this to people all the time, that had it not been for me being poor, I wouldn't be the same guy growing up poor and seeing it and understanding it. I wouldn't be the same person. I would see very, very wealthy people come visit the ranch where my grandparents worked as caretakers for a very wealthy family, and I didn't begrudge them. I just looked at them and I learned. I looked at their habits. I looked at what they did. I looked at their kids. And I thought to myself, that's a lucky kiddo right there who really doesn't understand how lucky he is or she is. That's what I would say. I didn't begrudge him. No, I didn't feel like, oh man, if I was in their place, I would just go, they don't really get it. They got lots of opportunities here to do things that most kids don't get. But you know what? I could see it. I could see that they lacked that drive or whatever it was that was instilled in me because of that poverty, because of that hungry belly every now and then. You know what I mean? It's a metaphorical hungry belly because I never missed any meals with my grandparents. But that hunger for more. Seeing somebody flying on a private jet and going, whoa, people do that? I'd never been on an airplane until I got to go with a very wealthy family overseas. I'm trying to think, maybe that's not the case. I probably flew Southwest somewhere. But I didn't fly overseas until a wealthy family, this family took me with them. So you got to see how things worked, and you were like, wow, this is interesting. This is different. But it always cracks me up that the left, they put these dividing lines between rich and poor, and they make one's good and one's bad. Is it really? Is poverty really that bad? Because I don't think it was. It instilled in something in me that I can almost guarantee you most of my friends who had money didn't get. And I don't understand why the left is not made to pay for that, because they always tell us, don't measure yourself by your money, but that's what they always tend to do. Just my thoughts.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.